Buenos dias, ¿cómo estás, everybody? I hope you guys are doing amazing today. No, I'm not in Mexico or any country that speaks Spanish, but you'd be surprised. Sometimes I just speak in the mic, it's recording, and it's going for about a minute, and I'm just trying to create an intro. Then I like an intro, and then I go with it. So let's just get right into it. CAD Yen. We're going to talk about 4 or 5 different charts. Maybe a chart setup that I'm watching right now. Maybe a trade example. Maybe the US dollar, maybe some stuff that we talked in the private group, and that's that. All right, so let's just get right into it. We are in this 1 hour supply zone. I'm looking to sell at this 1 hour supply zone. Why, you might say? Well, let's do a top-down analysis for a moment. So if you guys have been following my videos for a while, you would understand that I do a top-down analysis. So here is my daily supply zone. Why is it a daily supply zone? It's a drop-based drop daily supply zone. It removed daily demand, so it makes it a tradable zone. We're also in that daily downtrend. So this is what's going to be able to make me take this trade too, or what's going to allow me to take this trade, because we're in a daily downtrend. Price is reacting off of daily supply. I should be looking for selling opportunities. Don't you agree? Right. So what I did is I went down to my 4 hour time frame. I noticed that we had a rally base, rally base, rally base, rally. That was really quick there. We had 3 rally base rallies in a row. That, to me, considers the market overextended. So what we could do is we could draw an upward momentum line like that on our 4 hour time frame. Well, we noticed that the 4 hour time frame upward momentum line broke and we removed demand. So that's telling me that there is supply somewhere up in here. And if we go down to the 1 hour, we're going to see all this. So there was all this 4 hour demand. That was the 4 hour demand here, 4 hour demand here, 4 hour demand here. That all got removed. We broke the upper momentum line. We're sitting inside higher time frame supply. I want to be looking for selling opportunities. That's great. That's what I want to do. So I'm watching this opportunity right now, possibly for a shorting opportunity. So let's keep continuing on. Aussie, New Zealand. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to talk to you guys about. Some stuff that we were talking about in the group. There was a post that somebody made talking about this demand zone, saying, "Hey, I really like this demand zone. I like this. I like the quality of it." And I said, "Well, just hold your horses. I want to see quality zones leaving the imbalance, right? We want to find these strong imbalances that leave these supply and demand zones, telling us." Well, you might be thinking, why do we want these strong imbalances? Well, it's because we want these strong movements. And actually, I made a post about this. It's actually pretty good. Hold up. Oh, and shout out to this, by the way, guy. Oh, 501 followers. But I like to call it 501 friends. I consider you guys my friends. So look at that. I even made a post. That's great. I made an example. Yeah, I made a post about this, showing you guys strong movements away, strong imbalance. These are levels that I want to be trading at compared to this level. Notice how prices drop, base, rally, and it kind of just grinded up here. It's not a really good imbalance. This is not something I really want to trade at. But do remember, even the best zones can fail and the worst zones can win or work. So that brings me back to, hey, let's remember this leg out. This is called a leg out of the pattern. Let's go back to that CAD Yen pair. Do you see a difference in the strong leg out? This is telling me that the strength of the imbalance and the strength of the sellers were very strong in this area. Make sense? And if we go back up to the Aussie New Zealand, look at it. Do you really see that strong imbalance that we just saw on the Aussie New Zealand? This? No. So that's why it's kind of putting me off on that Aussie New Zealand trade for right now. It's not something that I would feel comfortable buying at. I hope that makes sense. Right there, I just want to talk to you guys about the strength of the move away. And I know I've talked about this in other video and in my tips videos. So those are pretty good. If you haven't listened to them, listen to the tips videos. That really goes in depth to my methodology. And we're into the supply and demand methodology. And I'm going to be releasing a tips video this week coming out on Friday, talking about take profits, stops, and entry points. You know, I could, if I wanted to be a greasy ass bastard, I could split it up into 3 videos if I really wanted to, but that's kind of defeats the purpose. You guys don't want to scroll through 3 videos. It's all the same video. I hate when people do that. Yep, you gotta make sure you subscribe and put the bell center to get the next video because you can't get to take profits without watching the entry points video first. Nope, nope, nope. Anyways, let's keep going. US dollar. This is another zone that I'm watching here on the daily time frame. We've been getting to sell off in the US dollar right now for the last couple days, which is nice. This is what we want. I want to see a nice strong drop into this US dollar demand zone. Why? You may be thinking, why? Well, if you watched my last video, you've already heard the analysis on it, and that's why. We broke supply, we broke downward momentum. Here's drop-based rally demand zone. We're sitting inside weekly demand. That's that multiple time frame analysis. And so I'm trying to find pullbacks into this demand zone, daily demand. So if we could catch a pullback onto the Euro USD, it'd be nice to maybe catch a pullback down in here if we could. Well, actually, we would be selling, so we would be looking up here. My bad, up here for selling, because if the US dollar is falling, that means the euro is going to rise, right? The US dollar weakens, the euro is going to rise, it's going to come up into supply. So that's why I'd be interested in looking for selling opportunities up here because I'll be buying the US dollar if prices come up in here. And hopefully with the futures correlation, I can get that correlation. And let's see if we can talk about one more. This was kind of a short video, but you know what? That's all I kind of wanted to bring you guys. Let's talk about the group. There's some posts. What did we talk about? Yeah, this week in the Sunday review session, we kind of just did like a quick review of everything. So I just wanted to post it up and follow up with some posts. We talked about drop-based rallies, rally-based drops. It was more of a back to basics, talking about momentum lines, trend lines, and all that. Um, we didn't really get a chance to go through the charts, so what we did is we actually did a meeting today going through all the charts, which was really good. It was like amazing, actually, I thought. What was this? This was the concept of zone inheritance. Yeah. So what the concept of zone inheritance is say is this, I mean, you guys could pause the video and see this if you really want. The concept of zone inheritance is if a zone doesn't remove an opposing zone or break a downward or upward momentum line, trend line, then we can't call it a tradable zone. But then if a zone is created later and then that later zone removes up an opposing zone, then all the other zones before it will be inherited as a tradable zone. So this zone right here actually didn't remove any supply or break downward momentum. So we needed this zone right here to remove it. And then this one was inherited and this one was inherited too. Hope that makes sense. What else do we do? Oh yeah, talking about rally-based rallies. That was good. Trend lines, how to draw support, or not support and resistance, but how to draw distal and proximal lines. And oh yeah, what makes a tradable zone and a non-tradable zone? Oh yeah, that's a tough one, but it's an easy one. That was a tough one. A lot of people are having troubles because we just had like an influx of people that just joined right now, about 3 people in the last week. So they were actually questioning what is, what's a tradable zone and what's not a tradable zone. So this is where I posted it up. We talked about it, and you could have the book, you could have somebody telling you what to do, but you could read it all you want, but it's when you sit down and actually have a one-on-one conversation with people is actually when they get it. So that was nice. And then I also had some scammer on binary options messaging me. Nope, no thanks. Have a great day. Awesome. Man, they always crack me up. They always ask you like, hey, they go hi, and I go hi. Like, who the hell starts a conversation with just saying hi? You're like, you gotta be an idiot. Come on. And then I say hi back, and he goes, how are you? I go, I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you, sir? He says, I'm doing well, thank you. And like he doesn't reply with his next question, so I ask him. Obviously, I know it's a scam or he's trying to sell me on something. Like that's the most common thing. So I ask back, sir, you reached out to me. What would you like? He says, I'm from, and he responds back saying, hi, I'm from America, somewhere from Texas or El Paso, Texas. And I said, and he goes, where are you from? And I go, well, that's awesome, man. I'm from the West Coast. He says, awesome. He says, cool, mate. And I said, so what do you want? And he says, well, I'm a binary options trader, and you know, the whole spiel. Anyways, let's just get on. Those guys crack me up. Anyways, if you guys want to see the blog, I just updated the first blog post. I took it from the little newsletter that I spin off every week. Conquer patience, discipline, consistency in your trading. And that's that. It's a cool little read. It's a quick read. No ads, no nothing. Just the importance of having rules to manage your emotions, to take the same trade setup every single time by having set rules. I think it's a pretty good post. That thing took me like 5 hours to write sometime a couple weeks ago. I know, it's bad. All right, guys, cheers. Thanks for watching. And if you guys have any questions, you guys know where to message me. Email me, hit me up on social media. And have a lovely time. Christmas is around the corner, guys. Start banging out those trades. We're coming down to the final stretch, all right? Stay focused. Worry about yourself. Cheers.